to the First United Bank Center, where the Buffaloes enter tonight's action standing atop the Lone Star Conference standings, riding a 4-game win streak and have won 10 of their last 11 games. In its last outing, West Texas A&M took a 91-66 win at Western New Mexico, with 5 players scoring in double figures and clamping down on the Cowboys defensively. However, the last time WT faced St. Mary's, the Rattlers came away with a win, 198 in overtime last February in San Antonio. St. Mary's comes into tonight's contest on a 2-game win streak after defeating divisional opponents Oklahoma Christian and Arkansas Fort Smith. The Rattlers enter with a 14-9 overall record. They're 11-7 in Lone Star Conference action. Caleb Jordan leads St. Mary's with 14 points per game. Tyler Carson averages 12.9, while Ryan Leonard averages 10 points for the Rattlers. Forward Emmanuel Louisi leads the conference in total block shots with 45. When you take a look at the overall LSC standings, on the men's side, the Buffs, as I say, are leading the conference at 16-2 overall. They've got a half-game lead over Angelo State at 16-3. St. Mary's stands tied for 5th at 11-7 with Texas A&M Kingsville. They need one win, St. Mary's does, to ensure they'll be in the 8 teams that advance to Frisco the first weekend in March, while WT is playing for that top spot and the top seed in the postseason championship. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and the tip of tonight's game between the Buffaloes and the Rattlers. You're watching Buffalo basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
Energy is a glowing sphere of hot gas. It's an ocean of air. And at Excel Energy, we make it safe. It's why we train first responders. Help you identify where utility lines are buried. Sir, do not dig there. And it's why we study the flight paths of majestic golden eagles before we build a wind farm. Safer energy, people. It's all part of a carbon-free 2050. You, us, together.
Choosing the right countertops for your kitchen can be tricky. Nowadays, there are hundreds of colors, patterns, and textures and materials that range from natural to engineered stone. Marble Depot is here for you throughout every step of the process. And yes, we do have a lot of options that might make that decision a little harder, but we're also going to ask the right questions so that you get the most out of your investment. So come by our showroom and let us help create what you've been dreaming of.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it. It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Back to the First United Bank Center, where we are moments away from the start of tonight's game between the Rattlers and the Buffaloes.
For a very important Lone Star Conference matchup this evening.
Elsewhere in the Lone Star Conference tonight, men's basketball. Dallas Baptist is at Angelo State. Cameron is at A&M International. Midwestern is at A&M Kingsville. St. Ed's is at Lubbock Christian. Eastern New Mexico is at Oklahoma Christian, and Western New Mexico is at Arkansas Fort Smith. Rounding out the slate, UT Tyler is at UT Permian Basin. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for tonight's game. First, our visitors from San Antonio, Texas, the St. Mary's Rattlers. 14-9 overall, 11-7 in Lone Star Conference play in their 18th year under head coach Jim Selesnik. They'll start at guard Caleb Jordan, a 6-foot graduate student from Midlothian. Jordan averages 14 points, 2.5 rebounds. He can light it up. 33 points against Regis, 31 against Cameron. He's got numerous games in the 20s. Second guard, Jalen Johnson, a 6-foot junior from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Johnson averages 8.1 points, 3.3 rebounds. He's coming off a game of 17 points versus Arkansas Fort Smith and 16 against Oklahoma Christian. The third guard, Ryan Leonard, a 6'4 senior from Kerry, Ireland. Leonard averages 10 points, 3.5 rebounds. He had 23 points, 5 boards recently against UT Permian Basin. The forwards, Emmanuel Awizi, a 6'8 senior from San Antonio, averaging 8.9 points, 7.2 rebounds. And rounding out the starting five, 6'9 junior from Longview, Texas, Tyler Caron, averages 12.9 points, 4 rebounds a game. He had a 29-point outing against Eastern New Mexico and tallied 28 against Texas A&M International. For the Buffs, as always, it's 5 guards. The point, one of the best in the country, Julius Brown, 5'10 senior from Westerville, Ohio. Juju averages 16.8 points, 2.9 rebounds. His high outing this year, 30 points against Missouri St. Louis, and he matched it with 30 against Eastern New Mexico and at UT Tyler. Second guard, Damian Thornton, 14.5 points, 4.5 rebounds a game. He had 26 points against Dallas Baptist. The third guard, Cameron Bell, 5'10 sophomore from Edmond, Oklahoma, averages 1.5 points, 1.2 rebounds. The third guard, returning to the lineup for the Buffaloes after missing 2 games with illness, Addison Wallace, 6'3 sophomore from Cleburne. He averages 7.1 points, 4.5 rebounds. He had 17 points, 11 boards recently against Oklahoma Baptist. And the fifth starter for the Buffaloes, Larry Wise, 6'4 sophomore from Waxahachie, averages 15.5 points, 2.7 rebounds. He most recently had a 28.7 rebound outing at Eastern New Mexico. The Buffs at 18-6 overall, 16-2 in Lone Star Conference play in their 9th season under head coach Tom Brown. They average 84.5 points a game. They're allowing 75. The Rattlers averaging 72.5 points a game. They clamp it down defensively, averaging just 64.7. Buffs will be going from our left to our right here in the first half of play. Our officials tonight, Damon Thomas is the referee. Kenny Gardner and R.J. Johnson are the umpires. Damon Thomas steps into the center circle along with Damian Thornton and Emmanuel Awizi, and the Buffs get the opening tip in their white Under Armour with the maroon shoulder slash, the West Texas and numerals in maroon on the chest. The Rattlers in the bright royal blue with St. Mary's and numerals in white outlined in bright yellow. The pass intended for Brown, almost intercepted in the backcourt. Brown kicks it back to Wise. We've got a whistle inside, and we've got a blocking foul called against the Rattlers. This will go against Tyler Caron. The 6'9 junior picks up his first. The Rattlers have some length. 6'9 and 6'7 inside. Here's Brown. Looks to kick it outside, does to Thornton. Thornton pulls up from 12, short. Rebound comes down to Leonard. Leonard takes it the rest of the way down. Ball loose, knocked out of bounds. Good defense by Addison Wallace, forcing that turnover. Not going to say it was an unforced error because Addison was there creating havoc defensively. Thornton lobs to Wise at the block. Larry goes left, back right, kicks outside to Wallace. For three, knock it down, Addy.
Addison Wallace.
Good start for Addison. Buffs take the early 3-0 lead. Here's Leonard for a three. The senior from Ireland ties us up.
Fans, the Buffs appreciate your attendance tonight. Enjoy the game.
Juju drives in, draws the contact. This is going to go on Caleb Jordan. His first, team second. Each time the Buffs have had an offensive possession, they have gone inside before kicking it out.
At the line with 2 AOMS attempts.
Julius goes to the line, shooting twice, 82% on the season. Misses the first. Second shot gives the Buffs the lead. Rattlers come into tonight having won 8 of their last 10. The Buffs have won 10 of their last 11. So these are two teams trending upward at the time of year you want to be doing so. Jordan guarded by Brown. 7 on the shot clock. Pulls up just inside the arc. Misses. Wise with the rebound. Buffs on the break. Larry's going to do it himself. Puts it off the glass too high. Rebound comes down to the Rattlers' Johnson. Kicks it back to Leonard. Leonard feeds a Weezy inside. Goes over Wallace. No good. Wise with the rebound. Wallace. 3 again. Knock it down again. 6 points for Addison Wallace. Buffs lead it 7-3. Lucas Kinsey, if you're listening on your drive back from Odessa, the gold shoes are working for Addison Wallace. Meanwhile, at the other end, 3 knocked down by Jalen Johnson. Makes it 7-6 Buffaloes. Thornton on the wing. Wants to drive at the line, backs in, spins to his left, and draws a foul. And if this is on Jalen Johnson, his first, team's third. And it is on Johnson. Substitutions for the Buffaloes. Zach Toussaint replaces Addison Wallace. Ryland Holt comes on for Cameron Bell. Well, Addison's been hitting the threes, and now we've got Mr. 3, Zach Toussaint, on the floor himself. Here's Wallace on the wing. Guarded by Leonard. Goes inside, goes over Leonard. No good. Aweezy with the rebound. Leonard up top. Left side. Karen for a 3, and the 6'9 junior drops it in from three-point range. That's a mismatch that the Rattlers will be looking to take advantage of, in that they actually play Tyler Karen out on the wing at 6'9". The Rattlers take the lead at 9-7. Thornton on the wing. Inside to Holt, who goes up strong over Aweezy. Holt had 12 out at Western. Gets his first 2 on the board tonight. Buffs tie it up at 9-9. And we've got a whistle as Damian Thornton's doing some housekeeping with his shoe. So this will take us to our media timeout at 15:55. We're tied 9-9. You're watching Buffalo basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
Suddenlink is now Optimum. With award-winning internet, TV, and mobile, giving you the power to get closer and go farther with speed and reliability. With our new 100% fiber internet we're building, together with Optimum Mobile, voted #1 in customer satisfaction, you'll get the complete connectivity you deserve. And when you combine Optimum's award-winning connectivity with our 24/7 customer service, your future is only a connection away.
Tied 9 apiece, 15:55 to play here in the first half. Buffs from the field 3 of 6, the Rattlers 3 of 5. Both teams are perfect from three-point range. The Rattlers 3 of 3, the Buffs 2 of 2, the Buffs 1 of 2 from the line. The only turnover of the game against the Rattlers. Rebounds, Rattlers lead it 3-2. St. Mary's basketball to inbound across from the Buffs bench. And the Rattlers get it inbound to Caleb Jordan. Here's Jalen Johnson, step back from the line, no good. Big, strong rebound by Damian Thornton. Thornton brings it up court, tries to drive. He's cut off by Johnson. Brown on the far wing. From 15, yes. Juju gets between 8 and 17 feet and does a step back that creates space, and he is almost automatic. In the paint, Johnson, the little floating pass inside to Mamadi Jakeen, and Jakeen gets fouled and he'll go to the line. Jakeen, a 6'7" graduate from Paris, France, not Texas, France. This Rattler team has players from Croatia, Ontario, Canada, France, Puerto Rico, Okinawa, Japan, and Kerry, Ireland. The Parisian makes the first, misses the second, and it's 11-10 Buffaloes. Thornton, strong drive, yes, and count it. Send them to the line. Thornton with that acceleration. Jalen Jordan picks up his second, team fourth. Damian at the line, where he has been at the line a lot this year. More so than any other Buff. 156 times. This is his 157th trip. Makes the first, misses the second. Here's Leonard with a strong drive, no good. Strong defense by the Buffs. Rattlers with the offensive board. Holt with the rejection of Diego Gonzalez. Oeasy with the rebound. Leonard turns around for three, misses. Wise with the rebound. Wise drives off the glass and in. The Buffs on a little run right now. They're 4 of their last 4 and have a 15-10 lead. You'll notice on the sideline tonight, Buff coach Tom Brown wearing the face mask as Caleb Jordan pulls up for a score. He missed last week's games at Eastern and Western New Mexico with COVID. He's back this week, but he has to mask up for tonight and Saturday. Buffs lead it 15-12. Here's Jakeen, baseline, ball taken away, knocked away by Thornton, but it goes out of bounds. Last touched by Thornton.
Addison Wallace returning. Also checking in number 2, Ahmed Mohammed.
There you see Brock Mashak in the lineup for the first time tonight. Ahmed Mohammed also in the lineup, where he'll join Toussaint, Thornton, and Addison Wallace. Inbounds comes to Jakeen. To Leonard. Shot clock at 11, now 10. Leonard with a drive on Mashak. Turnaround from 12. How do you stop that? Wow. Sweet step back move, Ryan Leonard, who now has 5. Buffs lead at 1, 15-14. Thornton from 12 got it. Elevates to create space and then drops it in. Down at the other end. Let's trade baskets, why don't we? No, that one's not going to go in. That one rolled around. Looked like it was going to fall in, and it didn't. Buffs basketball leading by 3. 12:48 to play. Wise up top. That's a 3, no good. Rebound comes down to Karen. Karen lobs it underneath to Jakeen. His turnaround is contested.
Addison Wallace with his first
Foul's called against Addison Wallace, his first personal, second team foul.
Monady Giacchini of the line, shooting flash.
Jakeen makes the first.
One shot.
Gets them both, so he's got 3 points, all coming from the line. And whittles the Buffs lead to 1 at 17-16. Toussaint in the corner to Muhammad. Muhammad whips it outside. Here's Mashak to Wallace in the corner for 3, won't go. It's Addison's first miss tonight. Buffs lead stays at 1. Oh, nice pass. Leonard feeds Jakeen for the lay-in and the foul. Brock Mashak with the foul, his first, team's third. Ryan Leonard pump faked, got the Buff defense moving towards him, then fed Jakeen. Rattlers take the lead, 18-17, as we head to a timeout. You're watching Buffalo basketball on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
For 90 years, the Lone Star Conference has been committed to excellence. What began in 1931 as a 5-team conference has grown to 18 institutions spanning 4 states. And while membership has changed, the pursuit of athletic success and academic excellence has never wavered. 119 national championships, over 2,000 All-Americans, and nearly 300 academic All-Americans. Celebrating 90 years of success, this is the Lone Star Conference.
This is a walk-on athlete. They train long and put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons. We live for this.
Welcome back to the First United Bank Center. Buffs trail the Rattlers 18-17. Both teams are shooting well from the field, but they're not taking shots like that young lady who shot a backwards free throw and won dinner over at Feldman's Wrong Way Diner, and I'm sure she's going to invite all 1,027 fans that are at the game tonight to join her. Jakeen at the line for the bonus, knocks it down. And the Rattlers' lead is 2. Here's Juju with the pull-up from 15. Wow.
Julius Brown.
I don't know who in the Lone Star Conference has been steadier or more important to their team than what Julius Brown is to the Buffaloes. Here's a 3-on-1 break. Julius to Wallace off the glass and in. Little showtime there and little restraint by Addison. Instead of going for the dunk when he might have been called for a foul, he one-timed it off the glass with his left hand. Buffs almost come up with another steal there. Muhammad with the stiff defense. Buffs had trailed. They now lead 21-19. And there's a turnover. Julius comes up with it. Buffs on the run. Wise is going to take it in off the glass for the lay-in, the foul, and one. Buffalo's on a spurt here. Mamadi Jakeen with the foul, his first, Rattlers' fifth. 6-0 run by the Buffs over the last 55 seconds. Wise at the line for the bonus. He has 4 points, make it 5. Buffs trailed 19-18. Actually 19-17. Now on a 7-0 run. Approaching the midway point of the half. Gonzalez goes right wing to Leonard. Leonard missed dribbles. Wise comes up with it. Calls timeout, Buffs basketball. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll take the break with them. You'll see here, Wise knocks the ball free, goes down. Timeout is called, Buffs basketball. 10:25 to play. Buffs lead it by 5. You're watching Buffalo basketball on the LSC Digital Network. Deep in the heart of Texas, the
Bud Light, proudly brewed
in the heart of Texas. We are Carpet Tech, and we are family. More than carpet cleaners, we're a team. Diving right in, not afraid to invest in our work and each other. We're killing it day in and day out, never shrinking from a challenge. Our people are 1 part passion, 1 part grit, and about a zillion parts awesome. And we are always looking to add to our family. So what are you waiting for?
United Bank Center, Buffs to inbound in the backcourt, bring it up court. Wise launches a 3 and drops the 3. The rebound to Julius Brown, and that brought Jim Zalesnik off the bench, saying, why don't you guys get out there and guard the perimeter? 27-19 Buffaloes. A 10-0 run for WT over the last minute 40. Gonzalez on the wing, Bell guarding, gives it to Karen. Backs in on Wise. In the paint, turnaround, won't go down. Rebound to Oweezy, and he's going to be fouled by Holt. Ryland says he came over my back. Oweezy with his first. And for those of you wondering, the Buffs have Jesse Oweezy. St. Mary's has Emmanuel Oweezy. Different families, different names. Jesse of the Buffs spells it I-W-E-Z-E. Emmanuel Ewuzie of St. Mary's spells it Ewuzie. Pronounced the same. And we've got a foul down on the baseline. This is going to go against Edward Manuel, senior from Lake Charles.
Check that. St. Mary's foul whistled on number 5, Edward Manuel.
Buffs inbound to the left of their bucket. Bell gets it in to Julius. Put a shot up. I'm not so sure that Caleb Jordan didn't deflect it. Rebound comes down to the Buffs. Thornton drives in and will go to the line.
Rattler foul. Tyler Caron is second.
Tyler Caron picks up his second personal foul. 8th team foul against the Rattlers. Thornton 0 of 1 from the line. Knocks it down.
Damian Thornton, the Buff shooter.
He'll have another. Thornton with 5 points on the evening. And it'll stay there as he misses. But look at Larry Wise get in there and get that offensive board. Thornton kicks it outside to Wise. Wise drives in, feeds Jesse Ewuzie inside. He thought he was going to slam it. Coming in from behind was Manuel to deflect it away. So good defense there by St. Mary's. Manuel outside to Leonard. Right wing to Jordan. Jordan drives in, trips, puts up a wild shot. Brown comes up with it. Races up court. Lob inside to Ewuzie. A little out of control there. The Buffs control it. Thornton near side to Wise. Spins, puts it off the glass, no good. St. Mary's with the rebound. Buffs leading 28-21, 8.5 to play here in the first. In the corner, Caleb Jordan, his 3 rims out. Jesse Ewuzie with the rebound for WT. Here's Brown from 12.
Juju.
7 points for Juju. And he's already got 3 assists in this contest. Leonard on the wing. Nice feed inside. Lovre Zaja, 6'4" junior from Croatia, but he couldn't handle the inlet pass. That's going to take us to a timeout. 7:42 to play first half. Buffs lead at 30-21. You're watching Buffalo basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
Energy is a glowing sphere of hot gas. It's an ocean of air. And at Excel Energy, we make it safe. It's why we train first responders. Help you identify where utility lines are buried. Sir, do not dig there. And it's why we study the flight paths of majestic golden eagles before we build a wind farm. Safer energy, people. It's all part of the Carbon-Free 2050. You, us, together.
Choosing the right countertops for your kitchen can be tricky. Nowadays, there are hundreds of colors, patterns, and textures and materials that range from natural to engineered stone. Marble Depot is here for you throughout every step of the process. And yes, we do have a lot of options that might make that decision a little harder, but we're also going to ask the right questions so that you get the most out of your investment. So come by our showroom and let us help create what you've been dreaming of.
If you're a fan of offensive basketball, the Buffs are playing your style. They're on a 13-2 run over the last 4 minutes. 12 of 21, 57% from the floor, dropped in 3 of 5 3-pointers. They've also forced 4 St. Mary's turnovers over the last 4 minutes, 10 seconds. 7:34 to play. Lob inside to Aweezy. Kicks it outside to Brown. Brown, long three. Misfires. There's 3 Rattlers underneath to get the rebound. Aweezy came down with it. Here's Leonard. He's open. He'll take the 3 and he'll hit the 3. Damian Thornton was slow to close. Ryan Leonard has 8. Here's Wise trying to answer. Can't do it. Had a good look. We'd like to thank Jimmy Fincher Body Shop for their support of WT Athletics. Equally skilled at repairing damages or customizing your vehicle, Jimmy Fincher is your top Amarillo body shop. Here's Caleb Jordan. Kicks it out to Leonard, inside to Aweezy, puts a shoulder into Thornton, and gets the bucket. Aweezy with his first bucket of the night. There's a miss by Wise. Actually, Manuel Aweezy has 4 points now. Caleb Jordan drives baseline, gets around Wise and Jesse Aweezy for the bucket. 30-28. St. Mary's on a little mini run of their own right now. 7-0 run over the last 56 seconds. As the Buffs just one of their last 7 from the field. Toussaint for 3, too strong. The Rattlers get the rebound. Buffs had led by as many as 9, and it's now cut to 2. Leonard, guarded by Brown, in the corner to Jordan. Feeds Aweezy, blocked, comes down. It's going to be a jump ball, St. Mary's basketball. Addison Wallace, Ahmed Muhammad return to the lineup for WT, replacing Aweezy and Thornton. Rattlers have 3 seconds on the shot clock, now make it 4. So not much time. Jordan to inbound. Gets it in to Leonard with 4. Drives on Muhammad, loses the ball. Muhammad steals it away. Good defense by the freshman. Wise drives baseline, puts it up strong and is fouled. Buffs got that ball down court quick, and Wise took it to the rack.
Diego Gonzalez picking up his first.
Rattler foul against Diego Gonzalez. 6'1" junior from Puerto Rico.
Opportunity for Larry Wise.
Larry knocks down the first. Larry makes them both.
2. His free throws are good for
And Wise has 10 points. Double team outside. Jordan gets rid of it. In the paint, Manuel goes up and over Larry Wise for the bucket. Juju outside. They're giving him space. Gets a screen from Wise. Right wing to Muhammad. In the corner to Toussaint. Pass was higher. Zach was ready to shoot. Let's try it again. Quick release. Quick 3. Zach Toussaint. Get him the ball where he can shoot it. And odds are good things are going to happen. 35-30 Buffaloes. Here's Jakeen. Backs in to Wallace and stuffs it. They're going to call a flop on Addison. That'll be a warning. Well, no, it's a foul. Adds one shot, which Caleb Jordan will take. Kaysen, can you wind that back one more time? We can have an opportunity here maybe to show you what the difference is here. Here we go. Now watch Jakeen. He gives him some shoulder, but not enough to cause the amount of body contact that Addison's wanting to try to sell. That's a foul. It's a point of emphasis last year and this year, and that results in a free throw for St. Mary's. That'll take us to a timeout. Buffs lead it 35-32. We're going to keep it right here and look at other scores from around the Lone Star Conference. The big score tonight on the women's side, Angelo State pulls off the upset over top-seeded Texas Women's by the score of 73-69. Try and get you connected here with men's basketball. Dallas Baptist leads Angelo State early, 10-9. Oklahoma Christian leads Eastern New Mexico 16-13 early in the first. At half, Lubbock Christian over St. Ed's 50-26. Caleb Johnson goes to the line for the free throw following the Addison Wallace flopping foul. He makes it. Now it'll be the Buffaloes basketball. Midwestern State leading at Kingsville 35-33 with 2 to play in the first. Arkansas Fort Smith at home leads Western New Mexico 35-28. And with 3 minutes to play in the first, UTPB up 32-24 over UT Tyler. Here's Damian Thornton. Right side, Toussaint. Open, shoots. Got it! Well, that's why there's more than one side to the rim. Toussaint took advantage, nailed it. He's 2 of 3 from three-point range. Here's a pull-up missed by Jordan. Rebound comes down to Thornton. Buffs up 5. Thornton, strong drive. Drew the foul. I don't think he was necessarily thinking he was going to make the shot, but he was going to shoot the shot. Mamadi Jakeen, second personal. 9th team foul. Thornton goes to the line.
Damian Thornton, 2 shots.
And Jim Zalesnik letting Kenny Gardner know that he didn't think Damian Thornton was shooting the basketball. And if he was watching our web stream, he'd know I agree with him. Nonetheless, Thornton at the line makes the first, and he's got a second, which he misses. Buffs lead by 6. Back and forth basketball game. Caleb Jordan. Here's a Wheezy down low to Leonard. Has the ball stripped away. 3 Buffs converged on him and came up with the ball. Thornton to an open Brown for 3. No good. Muhammad knocks it out of bounds. We've got a whistle and an inbounds foul against Thornton, his first.
His first.
Team
foul number
6.
6 on the Buffs.
Leonard gets it in to Manuel, who gives it back to Leonard. They're looking for the guard, and they find it in Jordan. Crosses the timeline. Gonzalez. Corner to Leonard. Long three, no good. Nice block out by Muhammad. Lets Brown get the rebound. Julius up court. To Wise. Toussaint open to Wise. Spins. Oh, mega block. Emmanuel Owizi goes up. Sends Larry Wise shot attempt into the stands. He gets off the ground here. Whack. Whistle on the inbounds attempt. Goes against Diego Gonzalez. That's going to send Toussaint to the line. 10th team foul.
Rattlers getting his first personal. Thus in the double bonus, 2 AOMS free throws for Zach Toussaint.
Zach Toussaint shooting twice. Knocks down the first. Zach 46 of 55 prior to that attempt, 83%. Second shot, perfect.
2 points, Zach Toussaint.
8 points for Zach. He had 26 over at Eastern last Thursday. At the half, we'll talk to Lady Buff head coach Josh Prock, and we'll rehash the first half of the Buffs and the Rattlers. Lady Buffs winning tonight 48-34. Jordan at the block, picks it up, throws it into the backcourt. Ryan Leonard tried to save it, didn't quite get it. Jim Zalesnik working pretty hard on that Rattler sideline, giving R.J. Johnson an earful. Wise finds Thornton in the paint, pump fake, up, short. Rebound to Owizi. Outlet to Jordan. Nice feed inside, but Ryan Leonard misses the bunny. Manuel hit him with a nice feed, and Leonard missed. Down at the other end, Thornton spins, gets out of control, and misses. And we've got a turnover. The convergence of Julius Brown and Damian Thornton resulted in Ryan Leonard taking steps. Leonard will head to the bench. He'll be replaced by Jaden Moore, 6'5" junior from Okinawa, Japan. Approaching 1 minute and a half. Buffs lead by 8. Brown finds an open Toussaint. Not open anymore. Wise to Brown on the left wing. Down in the corner. Pulls up from 3, misses. Rebound pulled down by Gonzalez, and the outlet to Jordan. 42 seconds to play in the half. Buffs up 41-33. Owizi spins down low, gives it to Manuel, who goes up strong, makes the bucket, and draws the foul.
Journey Phillips draws the foul. That's his first. Rattlers will be at the bonus. At the line.
Buff foul charged to Journey Phillips, his first, team 7th. Edward Manuel at the line for the bonus, and he knocks it down. Buff lead now at 5, 41-36, 31 seconds to play in the half. Brown outside. to Wise. Back to Julius. Shot clock at 10, game clock at 15. Wise with the screen. Brown to Wise, puts up the three, too strong. Muhammad fights for the rebound, coming up with it, the Rattlers' Jordan. Quickly down court. The ball stolen by Toussaint. We're going to have a whistle and a foul before the buzzer. Toussaint steals the ball, and as he starts to break out, there's a foul underneath charged against St. Mary's. And it's going to go against Emmanuel Louisi. Toussaint goes to the line for the shot. Zach is 2 of 2 tonight from the line. The officials are going to take a look at this to see if it's a flagrant foul. I don't know so much that it is, just that Zach got caught up in some arms right there. See if we can rewind this and see if Zach, he's going to steal the ball, comes away, and it's a reach. Now, in that, did Oweezy's arm come up and get Zach across the face? That may be what they're looking at right there. It happens really quick. Where we stand right now, 41-36. Time has expired, but the foul happened before time expired.
Legends Canyon, the official student section sponsor. Legends Canyon is WT Stewart off-campus.
We'd like to thank Dan Schumann, Edward Jones, as a proud partner of WT Athletics. Thank you for your continued support of our Buffs and Lady Buffs. Journey Canyon Coffee is a proud supporter of WT Athletics. Stop in or drive through for your favorite hot or iced drink. Thank you, Journey Canyon Coffee, for your continued support of our athletes. Well, Toussaint goes to the line, shooting twice, as St. Mary's is over the 10-foul limit, knocks down the first. That puts Zach up to 9 points, and he will end the half with 10, and with 1/10 of a second, that will send us to the locker room with our halftime score. West Texas A&M 43, St. Mary's 36. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. We'll come back with halftime stats and a visit with Lady Buff head coach Josh Brock after this timeout. You're watching Buffalo basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
It's got the looks, the style, the performance. Your new car is everything you always dreamed of, and now it's here. First Financial Bank was happy to help put you behind the wheel with a new car loan at a competitive rate and fast, friendly, local approval. It's service that just comes naturally to us, much like a love of tradition comes naturally to you. First Financial Bank, you first. Member FDIC.
This is a walk-on athlete. They train longer, put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
Welcome to MediDrive Pharmacy. We greet you by name, and our pharmacists take the time to console you and answer all your questions. Our Health Mart Pharmacy specializes in serving our community with fast, friendly professional service and the highest quality of medicine and health products. We accept most insurance plans, including Medicaid and Medicare, and we offer free in-town delivery to your home or business. Come visit us for all your healthcare needs.
Welcome back to the First United Bank Center on the campus of West Texas A&M. We are at the half with the West Texas A&M Buffaloes leading St. Mary's 43-36. West Texas enjoyed a win in our opener tonight as the Lady Buffs shut down St. Mary's 48-34. And joining us now, the winning head coach Josh Brock. And as Coach said to me as we put on the headsets, a win is a win, and in February, any win is a good win.
Oh, there's no doubt, Kent. I mean, I told our girls after the game I was proud of them. I mean, look, you just got to win your games. Doesn't matter whether it's by 1 point, 50 points, whatever the case may be. You know, it's a conference game. Everybody knows everybody. You know, and at the end of the day, I was proud of our kids for out-rebounded them. We probably, I mean, I don't know if we've held another team that low of a shooting percentage all year. So defensively, we're phenomenal tonight. In three quarters, we held them below 8 points.
Yeah, defensively, very strong. You got in a situation that was kind of a dangerous situation in that you had a team that is out of the conference race, has been struggling, but you gave them hope. And then you came back in the fourth quarter and just kind of quelled the uprising, so to speak.
Yeah, I thought, I mean, in the third quarter, I thought we were a little flat, but started that fourth quarter, our girls just determined we weren't going to lose. You know, I think we were up 3 at that point maybe, and then, you know, you look at the fourth quarter stats there for us, you know, we finally hit a few threes, you know, 4 for 6 there, shot almost 50% from the field. So, I mean, obviously, overall, one thing I'd like to see better is just, you know, we got to make your free throws still.
Yeah.
You know, I thought that percentage, but I was happy with, again, we out-rebound them. A few too many turnovers tonight, but those things will get corrected for sure.
I mean, you like rebounding. 48 rebounds. That can mean a lot of missed shots, but you got to get the rebounds. You had 2 young ladies with double figures.
Yeah, we did. I was very proud of, you know, Nylam and Lauren. Man, her rebounding has just really, over the last 3 or 4 games, skyrocketed. So, you know, give Lauren a lot of credit tonight. She stepped up when the team needed her and made the plays.
You're playing her kind of in a different role this year. We talked about it after the game with her. Last year she was more of an outside guard. You're putting her down on the baseline this year where she goes up against the bigs.
You know, obviously with the situation with Carly out right now, you know, we've asked a lot out of Lauren. You know, play inside out, play outside. And the kid has risen to the challenge. I couldn't be more proud of a kid as I am of her, and very thankful for what she's been able to do.
And to start the third period, she put the team on her shoulders offensively.
She did. She really did. She attacked well. And when she gets going downhill, she's a really hard player to stop. I think even sometimes where she's in there and they miss, you know, I know officials don't catch everything. I mean, I know they've fouled her a couple times as well, too. So, you know, at the end of the day, like that young lady, I mean, typically we've never asked her to play almost 38 minutes. You know, and tonight she stepped up and battled through. I know she was a little fatigued, but battled through that and made the plays when they counted.
Now you've got St. Ed's coming in Saturday. They always have a lot of length. Tough team. I know Lubbock Christian handled them tonight, but J.J. Reel's team will give you a battle.
Yeah, they always will. I mean, they were tough last year. I think last year we beat them in overtime at their place, and I don't know if I told the fans this, but we beat them in overtime, and Lauren Taylor right before half hit like a 70-foot shot, you know, right in front of our bench. So, like, thank goodness she did. You know, I don't know. Who knows how that would have turned out, but yeah, it's going to be a tough game. It's a conference game. I mean, any conference game is a battle.
And you talk about conference. This conference race is getting topsy-turvy. There's some upsets tonight.
Yeah, there's upsets tonight, like you said. I mean, TW losing at Angelo, Tyler losing at UTPB. You know, Eastern New Mexico lost at Oklahoma Christian. Cameron won at International. So if you're going to ask me to figure out this conference, can't do it, can't.
You know, after the game, we were talking to Lauren Taylor, and she made the comment about how important it is to win in February and just exuded the confidence of a young lady who has been there before.
Yeah, I mean, she's 100% right. I mean, you got to win your games in February, you know. I mean, and last year, if you remember, Kent, you know, we lost to the St. Mary's team on the road at their place, and then something clicked that next week. You know, we came back here, we had a great week of practice. We beat Kingsville International and just took off from there. So people say, you know, you'll play well towards the end of the year. You know, sometimes towards the end of the year, you may take a loss, and it could be the best thing for you. You know.
Well, you've got 3 games left.
Yep.
You've got St. Ed Saturday, and then the home and home next week against Lubbock Christian. That's going to be a lot of excitement.
Rivalry week next week. We'll see if we can get all our fans down there a week from Saturday and pack out the Rip Griffin and out overshadow them.
There we go. Looking forward to it. We are at the half. Buffs lead it 43-36 over St. Mary's. We're going to ask Josh Brock if he wants to stick around with us and give us some insight on this second half of play if you'd like.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll be happy to.
That'll be a lot of fun. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll break down the first half stats. You're watching Buffalo basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
Energy is a glowing sphere of hot gas. It's an ocean of air. And at Excel Energy, we make it safe. It's why we train first responders. Help you identify where utility lines are buried. Sir, do not dig there. And it's why we study the flight paths of majestic golden eagles before we build a wind farm. Safer energy, people. It's all part of a carbon-free 2050. You, us, together.
Went for a onside kick, landed on my knee pretty hard and ended up fracturing my femur. I ended up having to go back and have surgery. Even the day after I had surgery, I was back in the clinic here. It's nice to have people help me rehab at a caliber of what I'm used to feeling like I can do. One thing that I really liked was having the access to the turf, because that's what I'm used to playing on. Now, I mean, it feels like nothing had ever happened. You have a choice of where you can go. This is one of the best places in Amarillo.
Since 1910, WT and the Department of Agricultural Sciences has provided high-quality education to the students of the Panhandle and beyond.
At WT, professors know me and are committed to my success.
If you want to get an ag industry job, WT is where you need to be.
I don't want just a job and a paycheck after graduation. I want a career where I can make a difference.
WT invested in my career. I intend to pay it forward.
Welcome to Shimon Dental Group, where every day we're excited to see our patients and treat them like family. We are dedicated to providing you with the highest quality care in a friendly and comfortable environment. Shimon Dental Group's patient-focused philosophy puts your needs front and center.
We are constantly investing in leading-edge technology. Innovations that speed the treatment process and improve aesthetics. We're expanding the breadth of our cosmetic and restorative services through training to provide the best possible outcomes.
Just with the level of commitment that they show to taking care of my family and I, it's absolutely unmatched in this town, so I've been very happy with them.
Brightening smiles for more than 3 decades.
Contact Shimon Dental Group for your appointment today.
Children growing with Happy Smiles, your child's dental journey begins here in McCall at 806, 803.
Welcome back to the First United Bank Center. Buffs lead at 43-36. Let's take a look at our first half stats. First from the floor, the Buffs 14 of 33 for 42%. The Rattlers 13 of 26. That's a perfect 50%. 3-pointers, the Rattlers 4 of 7. The Buffs 5 of 14. The Rattlers from the line 6 of 8. The Buffs have been aggressive going to the bucket, have sent them to the line 14 times. They're 10 of 14. Rebound, the Rattlers have out-rebounded the Buffs 22-15, but here's a telling story. Buffs have forced 10 St. Mary's turnovers. The Buffaloes have committed just 1 themselves. Points off turnovers, how about 15 for WT to just 1 for St. Mary's? Our score at the half, 43-36. Let's take another timeout. When we come back, we'll have your second half of play. You're watching Buffalo basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
Delicious, refreshing, Pepsi.
The best tailgates start with the best beef, and the best beef starts with Market Street. Market Street, where we do beef the best.
We are Carpet Tech, and we are family. More than carpet cleaners, we're a team. Diving right in, not afraid to invest in our work and each other. We're killing it day in and day out, never shrinking from a challenge. Our people are 1 part passion, 1 part grit, and about a zillion parts awesome. And we are always looking to add to our family. So what are you waiting for?
Choosing the right countertops for your kitchen can be tricky. Nowadays, there are hundreds of colors, patterns, and textures and materials that range from natural to engineered stone. Marble Depot is here for you throughout every step of the process. And yes, we do have a lot of options that might make that decision a little harder, but we're also going to ask the right questions so that you get the most out of your investment. So come by our showroom and let us help create what you've been dreaming of.
It's got the looks, the style, the performance. Your new car is everything you always dreamed of, and now it's here. First Financial Bank was happy to help put you behind the wheel with a new car loan at a competitive rate and fast, friendly, local approval. It's service that just comes naturally to us, much like a love of tradition comes naturally to you. First Financial Bank, you first. Member FDIC.
Deep in the heart of Texas, the prairie
Bud Light, proudly brewed
in the heart of Texas.
West is the comprehensive fundraising campaign designed to fuel WT 125 from the Panhandle to the world. We will strengthen WT's impact for the Panhandle region and beyond through a historic, comprehensive campaign raising $125 million by 2025. The campaign's 3 priorities: people, programs, and places. Now is the time to make a difference for current and future generations. One West.
Elsewhere around the Lone Star Conference, at the half, a tight one down in San Angelo. Angelo State leading Dallas Baptist 31-30. The Buffs with a half-game lead over Angelo State in the Lone Star Conference standings. In Laredo, Texas A&M International leads Cameron 27-24 late in the first. Eastern New Mexico leads Oklahoma Christian 38-36 in the final minute of the first. Lubbock Christian all over St. Edwards in the second half, 68-45. Kingsville leads Midwestern State 46-45 early in the second. And over in Arkansas, UAFS 44-28 in the second half over Western New Mexico. Here the Buffs lead it 43-36. We're about ready to start the second half of play. Buffs have Wallace Brown, Thornton, Bell, and Wise on the floor, going from our right to our left. Jim Zalesnik has his original starting 5 of Jordan, Johnson, Karen, Leonard, and Awuzie on the floor. Here's Wise to Wallace. Strong move, won't go. Tap in by Thornton, disallowed goaltending. Addison aggressive with that move. The ball was rolling around the rim. When Thornton came up and tapped it in, it was still sitting on the cylinder. Just underway here, second half. Buffs lead it by 7. And on the baseline, unforced turnover. That was Jalen Johnson driving under the bucket, stepped on the end line, 11th turnover for the Rattlers. Brown feeds Wallace to Thornton. Goes up and he's stripped away. Strong defense there by the Rattlers. Here's Karen. Outside to Jordan. Lob inside to Awuzie. Karen, 3 from the corner. Mark that one up. There's a turnover. Forced by the Rattlers. Leonard. Here's Jordan outside. 2 minutes into the second half. Jordan drives on Wallace, flips it up, no good. There with the follow is Awuzie. Goes over the back of Thornton and is called for the foul. That'll be Awuzie's second personal.
Second personal, first team foul in the second half for St. Mary's.
And there you saw it, pretty obvious. Two minutes into the second half, Buffs up 43-39. Brown feeds Thornton in the paint. Kicks it outside to Wise for 3. Rims out, no good. Here's Awuzie on the block. Ball knocked away. Larry Wise got a hand in there.
Larry Wise gets his first.
It's going to be his first personal, first team foul of the second half. Jalen Johnson to inbound. Gets it into Leonard. Kicked outside to Karen. The 3 from the 6'9" forward, no good. Buffs looking for their first bucket of the half, and there it is. Juju from 3.
Julius Brown.
46-39 West Texas. Johnson lobs to Awuzie. Goes around. Wallace gets a hand on it for the block, then ties him up. It'll be St. Mary's basketball on alternating possession, but good interior defense by Addison Wallace. Jordan fires it inside to Awuzie, and they're going to have a foul they're going to get. Is it Ryland Holt with the push? And that's what it is. Let's see what we got. We caught it late there. That's Ryland's third. Bad break for the Buffaloes. Inbounds to Jordan. Buffs leading by 7. And a steal. Julius took it away. To Wise. Near side. 3. Got it. 3 more points off turnover for the Buffaloes. A steal for Julius Brown. A tray by Larry Wise. Buffs lead bumped up to 10. 49-39. Karen outside, 3, knocks it down. He's got the length at 6'9". He's tough to match up against, and he just floats outside and knocks him down. Buffs at the other end. Ryland Holt with a 3. Well, every field goal in the second half has been a 3. St. Mary's has 2. The Buffs have 3 of them. 52-42 Buffaloes. There's a miss by Jalen Johnson and the emphatic follow by Oweezy. Here's a three. Wise corner, got it. Buffs say make your two. We'll make a three at our end. 55-44 WT. 15-15 to play. Karen thought about the three. Damian Thornton was all over him that time. So Karen backs down, tries to go baseline. Hands it off to Jordan. Jordan in the paint, puts it up and in. Got around Toussaint for the basket. Gets the bucket. Jim Zalesnik calls a timeout. We'll take it with them. 14:58 in the second. Buffs lead it 55-46. You're watching West Texas basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
Deep in the heart of Texas, the prairie
Bud Light, proudly brewed
in the heart of Texas.
We are Carpet Tech, and we are family. More than carpet cleaners, we're a team. Diving right in, not afraid to invest in our work and each other. We're killing it day in and day out, never shrinking from a challenge. Our people are 1 part passion, 1 part grit, and about a zillion parts awesome. And we are always looking to add to our family. So what are you waiting for?
Welcome back to the First United Bank Center. Buffs have hit 4 of their last 4 shots from the floor. Hey, they've all been three-pointers as well. They're up 55-46. Let's take a look elsewhere around the Lone Star Conference in men's basketball. They're at the half. Angelo State by 1 over Dallas Baptist. A&M International trails Cameron by 2 with 1 minute left in the half. Eastern New Mexico leads by 3 at the half against Oklahoma Christian. Lubbock Christian 75-49 with 3.5 to play in Lubbock. A&M Kingsville up by 2. Midwestern State with 11 to play. And Arkansas Fort Smith 51-37 over Western New Mexico. There's a strong move by Ryland Holt. And he'll go to the line for the and one. Ryland with the pump fake, dribble drive, put it up and in. Foul on Mamadi Jakeen, his third, team second. Holt makes the free throw. 8 points for Ryland Holt. Buff lead bumped up to 12 at 58-46. Air ball shot by Karen outside. Buff's biggest lead tonight. You're looking at it. Here's Brown, gets in, goes to the block, misses, gets his own rebound. His putback is short. Hard drive at the other end by Johnson, high off the glass and in. Cuts the Buffs lead to 10, 58-48. Toussaint, strong drive, kicks it back outside to Holt. Back to Zach. Oh, he's wide open. Misfires from 3. That was almost too open. Leonard tries to hand it off to Johnson. We've got a reach on Brown. Julius gets called for the foul and is still smiling.
Team foul number 3 on WT.
Julius played 18 minutes, 20 seconds out of 20 minutes in the first half, and he hasn't sat down in the second. Jordan drives against Toussaint. No good. Addison Wallace with the rebound. Wallace will bring it up court himself. To Toussaint. Back to Addison. Pump fake. Thornton on the left block, in the paint, rolls it up, short. Rebound brought down by the Rattlers' Jordan. Jakeen inside, blocked by Wise. Let's go the other way. Thornton open up top. 3, no good. Jakeen with the defensive board. Here's Johnson. Guarded by Brown. Kicks outside to Leonard. 10 on the shot clock. Jakeen, turnaround over Addison Wallace, no good. Wise with the rebound. Wise strong the other way, yes, and one. St. Mary's foul. Goes against Mamadi Jakeen, his 4th. We're going to take a timeout. Buffs lead it by 12, 60-48. 11:56 to play. You're watching West Texas basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
For 90 years, the Lone Star Conference has been committed to excellence. What began in 1931 as a 5-team conference has grown to 18 institutions spanning 4 states. And while membership has changed, the pursuit of athletic success and academic excellence has never wavered. 119 national championships, over 2,000 All-Americans, and nearly 300 academic All-Americans. Celebrating 90 years of success, this is the Lone Star Conference.
This is a walk-on athlete. They train longer, put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
Buffs lead it 60-48. 11:56 to play. Buffs have forced 12 St. Mary's turnovers against 3 of their own. Difference in the game, points off turnovers. How about 18 for WT, just 1 for St. Mary's. At the line for the bonus, Larry Wise. Larry with 18 points tonight, looking for number 19. And he got it. Buffs lead bumped up 61-48. And an errant throw, another turnover against the Rattlers. Here's Bell, Toussaint, Wise. Up top, Rattlers man-to-man. Wise wants to drive, bucks it up, misses, gets his rebound, shot blocked and rebounded by the Rattlers. Good defense by St. Mary's. Lob underneath to Awuzie, backs in on Wallace. Kicks out, 3 nailed by Johnson. 8 points for Jalen Johnson. Native of Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Wallace drives in, misses, but is pushed from behind. Smooth move by Addison, taking it to the bucket. Doesn't get the basket, but gets pushed from behind. Nice screen there by Toussaint and Cam Bell. The 2 little guys combined to set one big screen, and that set Addison Wallace in motion.
Shooting for the AOMS.
St. Mary's foul.
Addison Wallace.
Still waiting for it to be posted. I believe it was on Karen, and it was his third personal. Addison misses the front. And another turnover. Here comes Thornton. Pump fake. Goes up. Misses. Rebound to Oweezy. Leonard for three. Got it. Well, it's not over yet. Rattlers within 9. Muhammad swatted from behind. Here comes St. Mary's. Jordan to Leonard, and we've got a push. Oweezy caught the pass, but he was pushed from behind by Addison Wallace. It's Addie's second. Exactly 10 minutes to play here. Second half, Buffs lead by 9. Their biggest lead tonight in the second half was 13. Zaja to inbound. He does to Jordan. Mid-range jumper, no. Holt with the rebound. Brown from 15, got it. Buffs lead by 11. And there's another turnover. Brown all the way in for the finger roll. Julius now with 14. And the Buffs lead up to 13. Karen, long three, short. Campbell with the rebound. Ahead to Holt. Nobody's in front of him. He comes in and he's going to be fouled from behind. Diego Gonzalez says, "You're not slamming on my watch." That's going to be Gonzalez. Second personal foul. Team foul number 5 against the Rattlers. Holt to the line. He's got 8. Make it 9.
Rylan Holt shooting the AOMS free throws. Into the game, Brock Bishak for Ahmed Mohamed.
Made them both. Rylan Holt now with 10 points. (69-54). Buffs by 15. There's a long-range miss by Manuel. Brock Mashak wants a three. That rattled out. Holt knocks the ball out of bounds. Earlier this week, the initial preliminary South Central Region rankings came out. Both the Buffs and the Lady Buffs listed in them. The first rankings are always alphabetical. It's like we're thinking about you. But at least they're in there with the top 8 teams that will qualify. Next week is the first actual numerical ranking. There's Brock Mashak with a three. If at first you don't succeed, shoot it again the next time. Jim Zalesnik sees this game slipping away, 72-54. He calls a timeout. You're watching Buffalo basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
Suddenlink is now Optimum, with award-winning internet, TV, and mobile, giving you the power to get closer and go farther with speed and reliability. With our new 100% fiber internet we're building, together with Optimum Mobile, voted #1 in customer satisfaction, you'll get the complete connectivity you deserve. And when you combine Optimum's award-winning connectivity with our 24/7 customer service, your future is only a connection away.
Buffs doing it at both ends of the floor. Offensively, they're on a 9-0 run over the last 141. Defensively, they've held St. Mary's just 2 field goals in their last 10 attempts. Turnovers, they have forced 14 St. Mary's turnovers, just 3 of their own. Points off turnovers, 18-1. The last 2 St. Mary's turnovers, the Buffs have failed to capitalize. $1,211 on hand at the First United Bank Center this evening. Saw the Lady Buffs win the opener, 48-34. The Buffs have taken off in the second half, outscoring St. Mary's 29-18 in the half to lead 72-54. Thornton, strong tomahawk. Hello. He worked for that one and got his just reward. Emphatic. Buffs by 20. Approaching the 7-minute mark. Lob inside to Awuzie. Double teamed by Thornton and Mashak. Here we got a replay. Holt to Thornton. Sizes up the big guy and says, see you later. Wow. If you're going to pull Awuzie outside, I'll just take it to the rack. At the other end, doing the similar, Caleb Jordan with the reverse lay-in. Ran the old wheel route. Goes underneath in the reverse. Thornton tried to find Holt in the corner. Pass was picked off. Just the 4th turnover for the Buffaloes. And there's an outside 3 knocked down by Jordan. 12 points for Jordan and a timeout on the floor. 6:12 to play. Buffs lead at 74-59. You're watching Buffalo basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
For 90 years, the Lone Star Conference has been committed to excellence. What began in 1931 as a 5-team conference has grown to 18 institutions spanning 4 states. And while membership has changed, the pursuit of athletic success and academic excellence has never wavered. 119 national championships, over 2,000 All-Americans, and nearly 300 academic All-Americans. Celebrating 90 years of success, this is the Lone Star Conference.
This is a walk-on athlete. They train longer, put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
Well, the Buffaloes have knocked down 10 of 23 three-pointers tonight. They're 14 of 19 from the line. But the stat that jumps out is 14 turnovers forced to just 4 committed. And that equals a 74-59 lead, 6:12 to play. Damian Thornton to inbound. St. Mary's with the full court pressure. They get it into Wise. St. Mary's trying to trap Larry in the backcourt. Zaja and Leonard, but Larry gets it to Julius, who brings it across the timeline. Thornton drives baseline and gets pushed out of bounds. And that's on Awuzie. That's going to be his third.
Manuel Awuzie, third personal foul. Team foul number 6.
Julius, left wing to Wise. Spins. Elevates. Misses the shot. Ball knocked around. Brown comes up with it. Kicks it outside to Thornton, and a fresh 20 for the Buffs. Thornton in the corner to Wise, who dribbles it outside. 5:30 to play. Buffs up 74-59. Wise from 3. Nope, make it a 2. They're going to review that one. They're going to call it a 2. I think it was a 3. We'll see. They'll review at the next stoppage. Here's Zaja. Inside, Awuzie. Out of nowhere comes Ryland Holt for the block. Watch Ryland get in here. Hello. That wingspan. Holt with 10 points, 3 rebounds, a block. Almost gets an interception there on the inbounds pass. Zaja down low to Jakeen. Goes up, blocked by Holt. Thornton controls. 2 blocks on that possession by the junior from Gibson City, Illinois. (76-59) Buffs. 4.5 to play. Wise on the block. Turnaround with 5 on the shot clock. No good. Zaja with the step back from 17, too strong. Julius comes up with it. Strong drive. Going to kick it out. He's going to be fouled on the floor. And that's going to take us to a timeout. 4:04 to play, or not. It's not going to take us to the media. We've got to get under 4 minutes. Addison Wallace comes on the floor in the confusion, replacing Ryland Holt. We're going to send Julius to the line. On that last defensive play, Julius looked like he might have tweaked his left leg a little bit. We'll see if he favors it any.
Julius Brown.
We've still got some confusion. The officials are going to go over to the monitor to figure it out.
At the line shooting the AOMS 1-1, Julius Brown.
Brown goes to the line, shooting 1 in the bonus. Makes the first. He's got 16 on the night. How about 7 rebounds and 6 assists for Julius to go along with those points? 16 points. And that will take us to our media timeout. 3:55 to play. As we have a charge called against Edward Manuel, his second. Buffs lead at 78-59. You're watching Buffalo basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
Suddenlink is now Optimum, with award-winning internet, TV, and mobile, giving you the power to get closer and go farther with speed and reliability. With our new 100% fiber internet we're building, together with Optimum Mobile, voted #1 in customer satisfaction, you'll get the complete connectivity you deserve. And when you combine Optimum's award-winning connectivity with our 24/7 customer service, your future is only a connection away.
Buffs lead at 78-59, looking to stay atop the Lone Star Conference overall standings. Down in San Angelo, the Rams have opened up a bit of a cushion over Dallas Baptist, leading 52-41 with 10 minutes to play. Buffs defensively held the Rattlers to 2 of their last 11 from the field. The Rattlers 2 minutes 19 scoring drought. As we are under 4 minutes to play. And the Buffs lead by 19. Buffs averaging 84 on the season. They're going to be close to that. The Rattlers averaging 72, and they're going to have to work if they're going to get there. Brown puts up a shot. He's going to be blocked from behind by Leonard, and we've got a foul over the back against Ryan Leonard. Just his second personal on the game.
Julius Brown, 2 shots.
Juju goes to the line to shoot twice. Makes the first. Last week, in their tour of New Mexico, the Buffs averaged 94 points a game. They scored 98 at Eastern, 91 at Western. Held Western to just 66 as Julius misses the second. St. Mary's is currently sitting at 59. There's a long three missed by Leonard. Mashak fights for the rebound with Jakeen. And jump ball gives the basketball to the Buffaloes. 3:15 to play. Buffs lead it 79-59.
For Julius Brown and Addison Wallace.
Buffs throw it away. Mashak. Pass picked off by Karen. Comes down court, misses a three. Rebound ping-ponged around. Muhammad dives for it. That'll be a jump ball. This one will stay with St. Mary's. That's what it's like when you're down on the floor fighting for a rebound. Zaja to inbound the ball. Gets it in to Johnson. Whistle away from the ball. And they're going to call Nick Jett.
Nicholas Jett draws the foul.
With the foul, his first. Just the 5th team foul against the Buffaloes as we're inside of 3 minutes to play. Nice reverse by Ryan Leonard. That broke a 3.5-minute scoreless spell for the Rattlers. Muhammad to Jet. Turnaround from 14. Yes!
Nicholas Jet.
And they're going to get Nick Jet with his second personal. 8 Buffs have scored tonight. 5 have reached double figures. Larry Wise has reached 21. Julius Brown has 17. Holt and Toussaint with 10. Pretty potent. The drive by Jakeen results in a foul. This will go against Jesse Owizi.
That's the first personal foul.
His first. For the Rattlers, Leonard has 13. Jordan has 12. Jakeen at the line, shooting twice, makes the first. And if he'll knock this one down, he'll be in double figures with 10. He did not want to join that group right now. He stays with 9. Buff lead 81-62. Phillips outside to Muhammad. Open from up top, missed from 3. Strong rebound. Owizi in the putback. Buffs lead by 21. Less than a minute and a half to go. Jakeen fouled on his way to the bucket.
Journey Phillips, his second personal.
Journey Phillips guilty of his second personal foul. Jakeen misses the front end. Got the second. So Mamadi Jakeen is up to 10 points now. Ball knocked out of bounds. Lady Buffs and Buffs host St. Edwards this Saturday. The Hilltoppers in town. 1 p.m. for the Lady Buffs and the Toppers. 3 p.m. for the Buffaloes. Come out and join us. Final Saturday of basketball in the regular season. The regular season's winding down quick. Muhammad in the corner. Phillips for 3, no good. Muhammad deflects the rebound to Phillips. He forces one up, no foul. The rebound taken away by the Rattlers. Inside of a minute to go, Buffs up 83-63. Jakeen lobs inside to Karen. That's the closest shot he's taken all night, and he lays it in. He has 3 3-pointers and a finger roll. Oh, nice feed. Owizi to Mashak. Brock has 5. Owizi has 2 points, 3 rebounds, and a nice assist. Winding this one down, Jakeen inside lays it in. And that should do it. Buffs run their record to 19-6. 17-2 LSC play. Remain on top of the Lone Star Conference overall standings. In defeating St. Mary's tonight, 85-67. Larry Wise with 21, Julius Brown with 17, Ryland Holt, Zach Toussaint, Addison Wallace with 10 points to pace the Buffs. We'll take a timeout, be back to wrap it up. You've been watching Buffalo basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
Energy is a glowing sphere of hot gas. It's an ocean of air. And at Excel Energy, we make it safe. It's why we train first responders. Help you identify where utility lines are buried. Sir, do not dig there. And it's why we study the flight paths of majestic golden eagles before we build a wind farm. Safer energy, people. It's all part of a carbon-free 2050. You, us, together.
Went for a onside kick, landed on my knee pretty hard and ended up fracturing my femur. I ended up having to go back and have surgery. Even the day after I had surgery, I was back in the clinic here. It's nice to have people help me rehab at a caliber of what I'm used to feeling like I can do. One thing that I really liked was having the access to the turf, because that's what I'm used to playing on. Now, I mean, it feels like nothing had ever happened. You have a choice of where you can go. This is one of the best places in Amarillo.
Since 1910, WT and the Department of Agricultural Sciences has provided high-quality education to the students of the Panhandle and beyond.
At WT, professors know me and are committed to my success.
If you want to get an ag industry job, WT is where you need to be.
I don't want just a job and a paycheck after graduation. I want a career where I can make a difference.
WT invested in my career. I intend to pay it forward.
Welcome to Shimon Dental Group, where every day we're excited to see our patients and treat them like family. We are dedicated to providing you with the highest quality care in a friendly and comfortable environment. Shimon Dental Group's patient-focused philosophy puts your needs front and center.
We are constantly investing in leading-edge technology, innovations that speed the treatment process and improve aesthetics. We're expanding the breadth of our cosmetic and restorative services through training to provide the best possible outcomes.
Just with the level of commitment that they show to taking care of my family and I, it's absolutely unmatched in this town, so I've been very happy with them.
Brightening smiles for more than 3 decades.
Contact Shimon Dental Group for your appointment today.
Welcome back to the First United Bank Center. West Texas A&M overruns St. Mary's 85-67. We're joined now by the junior. He's a grad student, but he's a junior eligibility-wise from Gibson City, Illinois, small-town America all the way, Ryland Holt. We were joking before we came on, if you're playing your numbers, 3 is what you want. Tonight, Ryland 3 of 3 from the floor with 1 3-pointer, 3 of 3 from the line, 3 rebounds, 3 fouls, and 3 blocks. Quite the line score, but quite the team effort from the Buffs. Coming off a great road trip into New Mexico, you had 12 points over at Eastern. You continued your offensive performance tonight. I know you've been hampered by injury throughout the year, not the kind of stuff you can noticeably see, but it's been nagging you. You've got to feel good now coming into the stretch run.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, for myself, obviously too. Yeah, it's been a long season, but that's how it goes for everybody. You know, we've been riddled with injuries, sickness, all this. Health situations. So, just getting back to it, playing together at the right time, that's what we're trying to do. So, last fourth of the end of the regular season, we're trying to bring it all together and play the right way.
The Buffs standing atop the Lone Star Conference standings right now, both the division and the overall. Angelo State winning tonight against Dallas Baptist keeps it close, but the Buffs have made a habit of being the team with the target on their back. This is your first run with them, but you get into February where every game counts and wins are important.
Yep, and that's what we like. That's why I came here. Coach didn't make that a secret or anything. That was definitely part of his recruiting. So, those are games we want to play in. High-state games. It prepares us for March too. So, we're loving it. Playing good at the right time.
Talk a little bit. I mean, the Buffs got it going offensively tonight. Larry has 21. I think 5 players in double figures scoring, but defensively, you held St. Mary's to more than one scoring drought of longer than 3 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the name of the game. You know, we don't really worry about offense too much. You know, when we get the ball moving, it's hard to stop, you know, all 5 of us at the same time. So they kind of have to pick their poison on there, and for us, it's, you know, getting defensive stops and getting the ball back.
Second half, you come out of nowhere, 3 blocks.
Yeah, you know, that's what we got to do. Help the next man. So for sure.
And you're doing it against taller competition. Let's see the wingspan. Incredible. Tough game Saturday. St. Edwards always comes in, gives a fight. I know this is the first time around for you, but conference play is tooth and nail.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I've learned that very quick, you know, playing in this league. But you know, I think they're 3rd or 4th in our side right now, so it's going to be a big one for us.
That's Ryland Holt, junior from Gibson City, Illinois. Finished with 10 points tonight, 3 rebounds, 3 blocks. We're going to let him get back to the locker room, and joining us now is David Chavlovic. Do you need a stat sheet?
No, I'm good. I already looked at it.
He knows the song. Let's see what you got there, Chris. You know what we were talking about was the unselfish play offensively. The Buffs with 5 players in double figures. You know, just shows that we've passed it around, but defensively, the second half shutting down St. Mary's.
Yeah, we made an adjustment at halftime on the ball screens, and I think that helped out quite a bit. We kind of wore Julius down, making him cover a lot more ball screens, but that kid can do whatever. So that was kind of our adjustment there.
You know, Julius plays 33 of 40 minutes, and it wasn't until the end of the game where he really got a break. He played 18 and a half in the first half. He just keeps going.
Yeah, I mean, when you're preseason conference player of the year, that's stuff you have to do. So
You've been there, right?
Yeah, we expect it from him, and he always delivers, man. He's a great kid, too.
Talk a little bit about the young man we just visited with, Ryland Holt. A lot of times his numbers don't show up in the box score. Tonight they did. He can get it done offensively, but defensively, his wingspan, we saw 3 blocks in the second half tonight. He gets with it.
You know, the first thing we saw in the offseason with Ryland Holt is he's very smart defensively. He can jump up, he can block shots, but more importantly, he knows where everybody's at, and he knows when to help and when not to help. And he went through a rough stretch through the season. He wasn't playing, and now he's back playing. He's playing awesome. He's dealt with injuries. I mean, that's just a tough kid. Coming far away from home, I mean, you got to give it to that kid for showing up how he has these past 3 games.
Still atop the LSC standings. Angelo in a tight one with Dallas Baptist. Looks like they're going to pull away late, but you're still on top. You've been up there with the target on your back, but that's what the Buffaloes do.
Yeah, I mean, we control what we can control, and that's winning these last 3 games, so that's what we're worried about.
And the next one, St. Ed's, Andre Cook's team are always scrappy.
Yeah, they're going to be really good. Andre Cook's a great coach. He always has great players. We love playing them, so it'll be a battle.
Well, we look forward to it. That'll be Saturday. We've been visiting with assistant coach David Chavlovic. Buffs win it tonight, 85-67. We're going to take a timeout, come back, and wrap it up. You're watching Buffalo basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
It's got the looks, the style, the performance. Your new car is everything you always dreamed of, and now it's here. First Financial Bank was happy to help put you behind the wheel with a new car loan at a competitive rate and fast, friendly, local approval. It's service that just comes naturally to us, much like a love of tradition comes naturally to you. First Financial Bank, you first. Member FDIC.
This is a walk-on athlete. They train longer, put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
When you choose natural gas, chocolate chip cookies get a little tastier. Homes get a little cozier. Bank accounts tend to put on some weight. Towels get fluffier. Showers stay hotter for longer. And our blue planet gets a little greener. When it comes to choosing energy that's clean and efficient, nothing else could be more American. Atmos Energy, your natural gas company.
Welcome back to the First United Bank Center. West Texas A&M maintains their lead by half a game over Angelo State in the Lone Star Conference race. Angelo State currently leading Dallas Baptist 63-53 with 3:15 left to play. Let's take a look at our final statistics, where the Buffaloes defeat the Rattlers 85-67. Field goal percentage, St. Mary's was 25 of 57. That's 43%. The Buffs 29 of 64. That equates to 45%. Three-pointers, St. Mary's knocked down 9 of 17. That's 53%. The Buffs, well, they hit more of them, 10 of 25 for 40%. From the line, St. Mary's 8 of 12. The Buffs went 23 times, converted 17. That's 73%. The Buffs lose the rebound battle to the Rattlers 41-34, but what mattered, they forced 16 St. Mary's turnovers, committed just 5 themselves. Buffs outscored St. Mary's on points off turnovers 21-4. Another big example of the Buffs offense tonight. We talked about three-pointers. They knocked down 17. They had 21 fast break points. St. Mary's had 0, so there was no running game for the Rattlers. Individually, here's how it breaks down for St. Mary's. Tyler Caron had 11 points, 2 rebounds. Emmanuel Awuzie had 6 points, 11 rebounds. Caleb Jordan, 12 points, 5 rebounds. Jalen Johnson, 8 points, 2 boards. Ryan Leonard, 13 points, 7 boards. Mamadi Jakeen, 12 points, 5 rebounds. Diego Gonzalez had 2 points. Lover Zaja had 2 points. Edward Manuel had 5 points, 1 rebound. Jaden Moore played the final 3 minutes but did not register statistics. For the Buffaloes, Julius Brown, 17 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals. Damian Thornton, 8 points, 7 rebounds. Cameron Bell with 1 rebound. Addison Wallace, 10 points, 2 rebounds, 2 steals. Larry Wise, 21 points, 6 boards, 3 assists, 1 steal. Ryland Holt, 10 points, 3 rebounds, 3 block shots. Zach Toussaint with 10 points. Ahmed Muhammad had a steal. Brock Mashak, 3 points, 1 rebound. Jesse Oweezy with 2 points, 3 boards. Journey Phillips had 1 rebound. Nick Jett had 2 points, and Parker Nielsen came on late, and he also had 2 points. Well, looking elsewhere around the conference, we mentioned Angelo State up 10 over Dallas Baptist late. A&M International is leading Cameron 63-52 in the final minutes. Eastern New Mexico leading Oklahoma Christian over in Oklahoma City 71-56. A&M Kingsville defeats Midwestern State 74-71. Arkansas Fort Smith over Western New Mexico 70-56. UT Permian Basin defeats UT Tyler 78-66. And Lubbock Christian defeats the Buffs' opponent this Saturday, St. Edwards, 82-57. Big shout out, excellent job to our Thunder Vision crew, the director, Kaysen Johnson, our camera operators, Dylan McMullen, Gavin Rutherford Baca, Jordan Conde, and Tyrone Leggett. Again, the Lady Buffs ran their consecutive home game win streak to 26 with a 48-34 win over St. Mary's. Lady Buffs 19-8 overall, 12-7 in conference play. The Buffs moved to 19-6, 17-2 in Lone Star Conference play with an 85-67 win over St. Mary's in the nightcap. Until Saturday, I'm Kent Johnson. Looking forward to having Lucas Kinsey back alongside Saturday afternoon. Until then, everybody, thanks for listening. Have a safe Friday. We'll see you on Saturday. You've been watching Buffalo and Lady Buff basketball.